The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Good morning, USA. I can't even take this seriously. Good morning. We are not in the USA. There is no sunshine. We are in the UK. Welcome to another vlog. I have just returned from walking the dog. That is one of the charming points of having a dog. You have to walk it regardless of the weather. I'm gonna sit like a shrimp and talk to you guys. I don't know where my tripod is, so hello. Yesterday we had a friend come over after work. We had a little catch up. They came over for like just tea and catch up. And by the time they left, we were so hungry. So instead of cooking, we actually ordered in. We ordered in some Greek food, yum yum. I had some tzatziki with my food, and I have woken up with garlic breath. I guess I wanted to share that with you. You know, sometimes I think with like vlogging, if ever my friends watch this, they will really see the weird parts of me that I may keep a bit at bay. Anyways, today and tomorrow, I'm dragging you guys along with me for another vlog. Yesterday we stayed up till quite late playing games with my friends. We are currently playing Raft, and it's such a fun survival game. And I think we're on chapter 2 at the moment. We've just arrived at chapter 2 and it's all fun. However, stayed up late, and at one point I was like, my eyes are closing up, I need to get to sleep. So when I got to bed, for the first time in literal years, I did not set an alarm and just slept. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get as much sleep as my body tells me I need. And this morning I woke up at 10:30. That is over 9 hours of sleep for the first time in years that I've had. I am feeling a bit happy, but at the same time I'm like, oh crap,
like, it's so late now. I'm playing Pokemon.
He is in love with his, what is that called? R38?
R36S.
Same thing. Anyways, I'm gonna hop in the shower and then we're gonna get ready. Shower done, already feeling a lot better. Let's get ready, Pookies. We're starting off strong with the road glazing milk. My face is feeling so crusty, dusty. Oh, Mum's ringing. Hello.
Yeah.
As I've been catching up with my mum, I have been doing the little get ready with me silent edition, but I'm unsilenced now. Whoops. I'm just setting a little bit under my eye. Guys, is it worth trying the shade? Is it cupcake or birthday cake or something? The pinkish ones, the cherry blossom pinks, the Huda Beauty setting powder. Is it worth it? Like the pinky ones? Because I see the pinks on other people and it looks so gorgeous on them, but I don't know if that's gonna suit me. And I've got a couple of powders already, so I don't really want to invest in more powders. I've just put the Rhode Pocket Blush on. This is in shade Sleepy Girl. So I put that as like the cream version on first, and then I use the Patrick Ta She Goes to the Gym duo here. Honestly, this has been such a gorgeous shade for autumn winter. I hands down love the Patrick Ta blush sets as much as I would love to get this in like a pinky shade for spring summer. I also know I've got lots of pink, peach, coral, cream and powder blushes, and I don't want to just go away and get another one for the sake of getting it as much as I'd love to. Honestly, I love the Patrick Ta sets, and I'm so happy that I've discovered it. And that's why I've gone for this mauvey shade, because I didn't have this in a powder version. Enough about my admiration and love for Patrick Ta. I'm just gonna go over with powder now here over Sleepy Girl. Let that sit for a little bit. Not that sitting will make any difference here. It's just I'm going to give that a little break while I do my eyes. What I love about this eye pencil is this little device here, and because it's such a creamy pencil, I can just spread this around. I didn't put any eyeshadow, I just sort of put my bronzer on everywhere. But what I did notice just now is I've got really hooded eyelids, right? So as I'm getting older, I am noticing this sort of coming down. What I noticed was because my RBF is a constant frown, it kind of pulls down on this specific eyelid. And so I've been noticing that this has been getting a bit... And because I put like bronzer over it, I feel like it's accentuating that hooded drooped eyelid. For the rest of my eyes, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paris Panorama Volume Million Lashes Mascara. I think this is in a brownish shade. It looks really dark and black on my eyes, but it is in a brownish shade. Ta-da! I think I'm going to go with another layer, but let me wait for this first layer to dry a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to go over with the cream version of the Patrick Ta set over the powder, because apparently that is the Patrick Ta method. And the powder can make it look a little dull or powdery. So then by putting the cream over the powder, you're bringing a bit more life to the blush. I wonder in a few years if people are going to be like, remember 2025 makeup? There was so much blush blindness. Yes, and we loved it. Next up, on lips, we are going to be using the Rhode Lip Peptide Contour in shade Lunge. This is a new product for me. This is what she looks like here. This year before the wedding, I did a lot of experimentation with makeup. Specifically lips and things. Lips, blushes, foundations, you name it. And each time I sort of had this shade. I don't know, I feel like the makeup didn't pull together as nicely as the pinks. The reason why I've gone for this is because that was trialing wedding makeup, and this is maybe going for a bit more of an autumn winter look. Here is my lips. I honestly am such a massive fan of the lip crayons, pencils by Rhode, because I don't see it as like they're lip pencils, they are contour sticks for your lips. And people are like, oh, they don't last as long. I don't know how long you're expecting like something this creamy to last. Of course, if you're gonna be drinking, eating, doing things, it's gonna go, of course. Over the top of that, I'm now gonna go over with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Hot Cocoa. This is one of their limited edition products for Christmas, I think. I don't know. Can you see that? And oh, it just smells amazing. I just want to eat this up. Oh my god, it's like hot chocolate on my lips. Oh guys, I got the Rhode magnetic foam case recently with the scented lip treatments. This one is ribbon and it smells a bit like marshmallows, and then I also got toast that smells a bit like creme brulee. Before I forget, let me put my second coating of mascara. All this to be staying home today and doing chores. Hello, moles. What are you judging me for? Get over here! Get over here! It's my baby. Molly, if you're gorgeous and you know it, give me a kiss. Thank you. You are just so delicious. Yeah, show me your bum. Don't look at her bum. I've just walked down the stairs and I'm out of breath. Blimey. So, decided to start with downstairs, cleaning for about 45 minutes to an hour. So we're going to start here, tidy a little bit of the dining room, hoover it up, and do a load of washing. And then for about an hour and a bit, we're going to go upstairs and do a bit of gaming with my friend, because I just promised her that I'd be playing with her for a little bit. And then after that, I am just going to continue with some tidying and definitely going to try and get a workout in today. Oh, wait, before I start, let me show you something. Oh, let me not break this. That is my bridal bouquet, all dried and preserved, and it's framed up. It's got our name just down here as well, where I'm covering it up, and the date of our wedding. This arrived in the post yesterday and I had no idea what to expect. I saw this package and it said my name and it said fragile, and I was thinking, I haven't ordered anything fragile, what the hell could it be? As we were opening it, on the package it said like glass, and I was thinking, I did not order anything in glass, what the frick? And I can't believe it's my bouquet. Can you believe that this has taken less time than my wedding photos and video? Yeah, for real. Apparently it's like a 26-week wait now. At the time of us booking it in, and on the website it's like, it says about 12 weeks. 12 weeks seems like an average amount of time for someone that's really good, and we absolutely respect the crap out of this person's skills and creative expertise. But I am a bit upset and disappointed that it's going to take 26 weeks. That takes us to March. That takes us to March from the date of our wedding. That we won't receive all our photos and video. Right, I should probably stop yapping. We love a good yap. And get some cleaning done. Come on, Bookies, let's go.
Yeah.
Just got back from taking the little one out, and I've received a parcel. This is actually a little gift from my mum for Christmas. Ta-da! Ooh. I'm not gonna rip open into any of these, but they are like these oud cones that you burn, and it makes your house smell wonderful. Oh, I think it was this one. I think it's this one. Yes. Oh, this smells amazing. This is Oud Arabia. Oh, I really like this one. Yes. Time to hang the washing. And I don't know why I'm whispering. And then it's time to actually work out, okay?
No.
I feel really good for having moved my body. Be it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long you do move your body, it's so good for you. And I just have to sometimes remind myself of that whenever I get lazy, because I tend to think, oh, it doesn't feel good when you're doing it. And yeah, of course, I'm sure like no exercise feels amazing when you're doing it, hence why you like push through. But once you're done, like now, I feel great for having done it. Even if I'm struggling with breathing, I feel really good for having done it. I'm so grateful for my body and all that it does for me. This is the very least that I can do for it in return. I feel really relaxed right now. In my jams. Someone's in her little oud. Got a face mask on. I'm just gonna sort through this pile of clothing and I'm gonna just chill out. After I have done my skincare, I might just hop on to Raft with my friends for a little bit to finish off chapter 2, but I don't intend to stay up as late as we did last night. Oh boy, I am coughing and spluttering Once again, I went to bed far later than I intended. I intended to stay up for like an hour, and then I got onto a voice call with my friends, and that was it. This is the fashion look of the day, by the way. So we're going to take her out. Once I get back, I'm going to do a little bit of workout, and then I think we need to pretty much start getting ready. I'm so glad I got that out. Excuse you? I was saying, I'm so glad I got that out of the way, because now it's done. I don't have to do it for the rest of the day. Let me get my beer glass full of water and hydrate myself. I can hear Phil upstairs having a shower, which means he's going to come down right after and make us coffee. So before we do that, let me just drink some water. We have coffee. You want to park?
What's the plan then? What time are we going?
1:15 is our point.
You mean we are going at 1:15? Sent over some pictures. Them on holiday.
Oh, are they off?
Well, they were on holiday. They went to Tenerife. I think they went to Tenerife.
Oh, cutie pie.
Do you know what they used for it?
What they used for it?
To go on holiday?
Oh my god, look at his eyebrows.
I know, right?
Damn.
I don't remember the words for it, but Jet2 holidays.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. He said copy and paste.
That's what everyone says.
Kim reminds you of Emily Moriko.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really reminds me of Emily.
Oh.
He does the smile as well.
Shit. Okay.
Get out of here, filth bug.
I'm trying to get a frock.
If I wasn't recording, you'd get a yelling at. Just finished with a shower. I feel so good now. I feel so relaxed. Time to do a little bit of skincare, and we're going to start with the trusty Road Glazing Milk. See you in a bit. This is the final look. The thing is, I would have had enough time to do my hair if I hadn't fiddled around with false eyelashes. I tried to put them on and they kept coming off me, and false eyelashes do not go on very well. So I had to like yank them off, and we need to get going now. So I need to go. Bye! Guess who's back? Back again. My hair is so wet. I didn't dry it yet from earlier. My greys are starting to peek through, you guys. That's one thing I definitely noticed coming on to my later 20s. In all fairness, I've been greying since my early 20s. I in fact had my first grey hair at the age of 15. That's right, age 15. That was my first grey hair. I remember my mum noticing it and being like, the hell is this? We put it down to stress, and then I didn't really see or notice anything. I dyed my hair as you do, like throughout your early 20s, just experimenting with hair. I've been a ginger, I've had highlights, I've had full-on blonde hair as well, and I kind of went back to, like, I let it grow out and went back to sort of my own hair colour. And then when I shaved my hair off, yes, I have shaved the hair off entirely as well, when I shaved it all off and I saw it regrowing, there were little speckles of greys that I'd noticed, but they were well camouflaged within all the rest of the hair, or so I thought. Then when my hair was at like a pixie / bob length, I thought the grey little speckles were well camouflaged because I had a lot of hair. And then I was at this party and my mum's friends came up to me and was like, ew, you're greying. They just literally picked the grey out of my hair and I was like, oh. And I was in my early 20s then and I just felt so insecure and I was like, oh. Didn't really know what to say. And I just put it down to it's been a stressful couple of years, and they were like, what have you got to be stressed about? Okay, hun. Ever since then, I have definitely noticed the greys more, and it's not just me looking at them, they have definitely increased in number. So around 26 onwards, the greys were greying. Ages 26 to 27, the greys were there, but you could easily hide them with like a different parting. 27 to flippin' 28, I don't know what happened in the space of a year. I haven't been as stressed in the last year as I have been in previous years, so I don't know where the hell they decide to pop up from, but they have been everywhere. So if I don't look after my hair and do something about them, they are literally everywhere, these little pesky creatures. So at the moment I manage them with a demi-permanent hair dye, which is really manageable for me. I don't have to go to the salon. I do that at home. And also the Wella Color Depositing Hair Mask is such a godsend in between dyes because they just camouflage the greys into something a bit like gingery, coppery. So it kind of looks like part of your own highlights, lowlights. Everyone I speak to, when I tell them that I'm greying quite early, they're like, oh my gosh, no way, and they're always quite shocked. I've had a couple of responses that have been like, oh, that's not normal, you should check that out and stuff like that. But to be honest, everyone's body is different. Mine, I definitely have certain supplements that I could take, which I do take, but once you're grey's a grey, you can't really reverse it. I don't believe there's any sort of definitive research. There are things that people say have helped them, like taking copper supplements, iron supplements. The iron supplements are definitely helping me with my hair shedding and hair fall, which I'll get into in another video one day. I really suffered from a lot of hair loss in the last year, which absolutely kicked me in the head with stress, dysmorphia, a lot of things with like how I look in my head, not just how I look and perceive myself, but like literally my hair. Oh my gosh, it's a whole thing. I won't get into it now. I say that as I've like gotten into it a little bit. On the flip side, when people go, oh, that's not normal, actually, I have seen so many more younger people my age also having greys. So I'm here to say, just depends on your body, just depends on what's normal for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. Finally, last point on the whole greying situation before we move forwards. It can also be due to your genetics. So depends if you have any family, siblings, mom or dad, aunts, uncles that went grey in their earlier years. So I know some people's family members have gone grey early 20s and they've followed a similar pattern. For me, my mum said that she spotted some greying when she was in her 20s. Granted, I think she had a lot more stresses than I did, so that could have been a contributing factor as well. But also that kind of highlights that maybe that's why I've gone a bit more grey in my earlier 20s. And my uncle also went quite grey in his 20s, and that kind of suddenly came on from a big stressful event in his life. Who knows, these things happen and we just have to live with them. Some days on my bad days, they really get to me and I get really upset about it because I look at my peers, I look at people around me, not a single speckle of grey hair, and I think, oh my gosh, how lucky are you to not have to dye your hair, to not have to worry about that, to not feel like you're aging beyond your years. And then on my good days, I'm like, well, this is the reality. We just have to live with the cards that we're dealt with, and we can choose to look at things positively or negatively. So I then look at things positively and all bubbly, but trust me, it does get me down sometimes because I'm like, oh, I don't think this is normal. But then again, what is normal? We don't know. We don't know, what are we comparing normal to? Anyways, how did we get onto this conversation? I feel like I kind of jumped into this little convo here. I don't know. I don't know what she's decided to do. She's doing her thing. We ended up going for a Sunday lunch with our friends. We haven't actually seen them since the wedding. It was really lovely to catch up because even though at the wedding we saw them, we caught up very briefly. We hadn't really spoken to them and gotten all the tea. So it was lovely to catch up, talk to them about their recent trips away, what they've got planned for the upcoming months, and just a general little chit chat. The food at the pub was also very nice. Ended up going for a traditional typical Sunday roast with some cauliflower cheese, followed by a rose and pistachio. Am I not saying that right? A pistachio. Oh my god! The more I say it, the more wrong it sounds. A rose and pistachio. Madam, that's very impolite.
A rose and pistachio.
Panna cotta. Not really much has happened in this vlog, has it? Well, this is a typical weekend for someone in their 20s that is child-free and likes the quieter life and is a little bit of a gaming hermit. Hermit is the one that likes to stay indoors, right? That's me. So yeah, we've had a very chill weekend. Actually, this weekend has been so much more chill compared to last weekend where we were working our asses off trying to get the kitchen back together this time last week because we needed to have had everything back in so that I could go for work and come back and the house be in one piece. One piece is all it takes. I know that's not the lyrics. I think we were concluding the video. I am gonna go dry my hair and start unwinding for the night. And I will catch up with you guys next week. Okay, bookies. Bye!